then, without further ado, let's get going. So, last time we left off, the party had arrived to the town of Rusty Point after saying their goodbyes to the Farahs and arriving to their house. They encounter a strange entity that didn't seem right for this world, an entity that seemed to also disconnect two members of the parties from their deity. And after grabbing a box that was in one of the rooms, the party quickly left the house and headed straight for an inn to unwind after a terrifying encounter to an inn called the Lucky Rabbit. And there, they had an encounter with the possible dragon wielder named Cornelia, a blue tiefling that was seemed to be a barmaid there. And they were asked if Cornelia gave some information talking about a gang that came into the town about 2 weeks ago, and something strange happening at the temple. And the party decided to retire for the night after eating and drinking. And the party rented out a room and headed to bed. That night, both Maze and Laurie had a encounter with their respective deities, who visited them. Laurie's goddess giving a reunion of warm, seemingly motherly affection towards Laurie over the fact of having the connection back to her. And May's deity mainly going over what the entity was. And both goddesses gave a grave warning over the entity to never trust it, and it only gives lies. With May's and the Raven Queen's reunion seemingly being interrupted by something, the Raven Queen pushed Maze out of the seemingly dreamscape realm, and Sahini, Laurie's goddess, was seemingly called by a raven. The two The two woke up at their own time. Laurie had a tense interaction with her dragon, with it explaining it could feel Laurie's presence while couldn't feel Laurie's presence while she was in the house, and he basically begged to never go through that feeling again. And then shortly after, Laurie was awoken by the oh so familiar Hill, who decided to take her to the Feywild to go for a walk to help calm her nerves over the experience. When the morning came, the party ate some breakfast and talked to the owner of the inn regarding her daughter, Cornelia. And Maze ended the conversation with saying that she may have fancied Cornelia and was asking for more information to go out with Cornelia whenever the time came. Afterwards, the party split up to go explore the town and get more information regarding the gang and possible leads regarding the rogue dragon wielder. Laurie, Minta, and Akora went to the docks, while Maze and Abel went to the lowers, basically the slums of the town. And at the dock, Minta talked to a worker who was on break, and the party gained some intel saying the gangs had done mainly robbing merchants, breaking into houses at the high end, and there was an attempted robbery at the temple that didn't go so well. And after talking some more with the worker named Jack, he offered to smoke a joint with them. And with some peer pressure, both Minta and Laurie took a hit, causing Minta to go on a major drug trip. And the party then discovers that Jack had gotten the drugs from a halfling, supposedly named Mountain, or was it Rock? Meanwhile, Maze and Abel went to the lowers, the slums of the town, and Maze and Abel talked to each other about the situation, but eventually spotted a yellow cape flashing by, and they decided to investigate it. They stealthily followed the strange sight to an alleyway, and using both Abel's Black Knight's eyes and Maze's Raven to go scout out. They saw the figure talking to a kid and giving something to him, causing the kid to run towards the two. and seemingly to hold a small box. And Abel revealed himself first to try to get the kid to get some more information regarding the box that the kid was trying to give the two. And Maze showed themselves up and proceeded to open the box, causing an explosion of glue and feather to cover both Maze and the kid. And afterwards, an arrow soared through the air, landing by Abel's feet, as with the letter saying, "Catch me if you can, and don't be a tease." There, we will resume with Maze and Abel. Maze, you're currently covered in feathers and glue, and Abel, you successfully got out of the way. So, what are y'all doing?
Sorry, 1 second. I just got randomly signed out.
Oh, wait.
Well, I guess this this part of the town has a chicken person problem.
That's the kid.
Spooky.
That's the kid.
Maybe a
Keep
myth.
the kid just keeps looking, and slowly closes the box and trying to pull the feathers off of him, but he can't quite. And just,
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, kid. So, well, I got other shit to do. Abel, let's go.
We'll say Abel just
Kid, what's
nods.
your name again?
Oh, what was that?
I said, kid, what's your name again?
The kid kind of just looks at you, then kind of just looks around and looks back and then goes, "I don't have a name."
Wow. Okay. Okay. You will be Flip.
Flip? But I can't do
because
a flip.
you just banked your fate on a flip of a coin.
Oh. I guess that
Not
makes
quite literally, but you know.
I guess that makes sense.
Hey, it's a cool story too with the name. There you go.
And I was like, I believe he got offended.
Let's go.
Yes. Abel and Maze head out. Where are y'all heading to?
I guess just following the person, since that's what they seem to want us to do. Looking like a fucking I look like a psychopath, but it's fine.
Okay. So you go and proceed down on the alleyway, following on the trail. Abel's has marked the individual with his black night eye, so he can get a rough distance. Mainly just going like north, south, southeast, etc. But the path he cannot take. He can only give like a rough distance on where they are at. So I'll say. Let me just check one thing. Abel, are you back?
I'd wager that to know.
Sorry, I just
Oh.
got back. I just put my headphones on.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. So, Abel, like I said, you both are going. You're tracking the individual that you saw. You marked them with with your Black Knight's eye, so you are able to gauge the direction that they are that they're going. So I'll say, since you're tracking, and then I say either give me a survival check or a perception check. Both of y'all.
Perceptions or what?
Okay.
Perception or survival, y'all's choice.
I'm gonna perception.
And Abel, you will roll with advantage.
Still pause, so I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I can't get it either.
There we go. Maybe.
And it's still not working, so
Well, you know where.
Gasp.
Let me bring y'all over here. Are y'all still not able to do it?
No.
Nope.
I'll try again.
I'm just typing it in the chat.
Yeah, it's not letting me click that.
So it should have been a +7, not a +2.
1d20 plus 5.
So I guess that should have been a 17 instead of a 12.
Okay, noted. Okay. Looking down the alleyway and tracking the individual, Yara, both of y'all are able to pick up some tracks. You're able to get the loose directions and help Maze go through the alleyways, crossing some streets and going through some back alleys. And you do eventually catch up with the individual. You now have sight of the individual. You see the person is walking to a rundown house.
I'll kind of like point to Maze to see if they can see as well.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Even with feathers on my face.
I think it's very befitting of you.
Huh, yeah, I'm sure you do. What part of me sings bird? Don't say it. Never mind. I see what I walked into. Let's go.
You see the individual quickly enters the house. Are y'all following?
Yeah, I guess so. Now, Sam, the last session I cast Pass Without a Trace. That's still active because I think it goes for like an hour.
It should go for an hour.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and ask for a stealth check. Let's see if we can do it like that.
Oh, Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. I'm gonna pick that noise. Let's click that.
Damn!
Oh,
He's making up for me being covered in fucking feathers.
This is
Nice.
yeah, so it's a +10 to that, so it's a 25 and a 34.
Oh. Yeah.
So,
we still hear the
24
quiet
hours,
rustle
actually.
of feathers.
so yeah, May's just like the stealthy chicken, just blending into the shadows.
Can Maze be doing the chicken walk
Hey,
to
we'll
be
convince him I'm
quiet?
a chocobo.
Yeah.
You know, just able to go from shadow to shadow, easily going through Maze. Even you lost sight of Abel for a moment, but just know that we're heading to the same house. And there's even one moment where you turn and you're like, Abel, you here? And then Abel just pops up and you're like, ha! But y'all do get to the house and you see that the door is a little bit cracked open.
Am I able to hear anything on the inside?
Able.
I am able.
Yes, you are, buddy.
Sure. Make me a perception check. I'll do it this way since y'all are having difficulties. No worries. 21. Okay, you listen in and just trying to discern. You hear some footsteps, but you hear them. It sounds like they are going downstairs, like they're followed by a sound of a door being closed.
Hmm.
And it's just one set of footsteps.
Yes.
Maze, I believe they are going into the basement now. Should we take this as our opportunity to sneak in?
Yes, but maybe I can do something that might make sure that this fucker doesn't get the top on us again. Because if I get covered in one more random substance, I'm going to commit some crimes.
Yes. I cannot help you with that, but I will assist you in looking for traps.
When we saw this person with the bow they shot from, did it look like the bow we're looking for?
It was too far of a distance for you to make out what type of bow it is, but y'all did see it had the outline of a bow.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will. We were shown like a vision sufficient enough to see what the bow looked like, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
a golden bow.
I'm gonna cast a locate object,
Okay.
and with that as my focus. I won't ritual it for the 10 minutes. I'll just full cast it here, real quick.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Casting the spell, you can get the sense, due to the spell, that it is in the same direction.
Okay.
And yeah, it is also in motion, and the direction movement seems to be going down, like it's
Okay.
descending.
All right. I think that's our bow right down there. I think she's got it, which means we should probably. Fuck. We should probably get the others before we chase it any further.
I am not opposed to that. I am sure this is another trap of theirs. But what is to say we cannot be civilized and just knock on the door?
While I respect the fact that you are learning more homely things, I think that's not a good idea. Given the last time we were just actually not even doing anything, we weren't even after somebody. We were just asking around. I got a bomb that's in my face, and luckily it was just tarred feathers, not a bomb with fragmentation. You know, so
Which
maybe
I-
not do that.
Which I did try to avoid opening.
Yes, I just didn't think a box from a kid. I thought it was going to be setting up a meeting. Nope,
Mm.
it was a bomb.
This is why it is hard to trust children, Maze.
Well, I agree with you there. So let's. I know where everybody else went, right?
Yeah, y'all did discuss where y'all were heading, so y'all do know that they're at the docks. If they're there or not, y'all not 100% sure.
Okay, Abel. I can do one of two things. I can send Poe down there ahead of us to see, or I can send him with a note on where to meet us to some everybody else. I won't be able to know when he gets there until he's on his way back within 100 feet of me. But it's the best I can do.
if we go now, there's a chance that they may not be there once we come back. And I am still learning this power. I do not know how long it will last.
Okay. I'll take out a note, like kind of scribble it on there of where to meet, and from me, and I'll give it to Poe, and I'll tell him, okay, find and give this to Laurie.
Does something come for you?
Poe just picks up in his beak and nods its head and flaps his wings and takes off into the air.
You know what's funny? I didn't even consider the fact that Minta was high. That was just like lots of.
Something suddenly came over Maze.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Like, all right, Abel. Into the breach, I guess.
I am now realizing that we sent 3 of the most rambunctious members on their own.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like that's a good combination for the docks. Aren't they usually like rough and tumble places?
Are you saying I am not rough and tumble?
No, I'm saying you're perceptive, and I need your help. I'm smart, you're perceptive and wise.
That is sound enough.
With that, we will transition to the other 3, Akora, Laurie, and Menta. So far, Menta, you are high as fuck. You're still
You
seeing
say a large lion man currently babysitting two young women stoned out of their minds.
Laurie's
No,
not
I'm fine.
Laurie's fine. She has had where is it? It's Menta that you're kind of just you're kind of just
Minta
guiding.
counts-
You're kind
She
of just
counts
like
as 2 women at this point. How?
Laurie rolled a natural 20 and I rolled a nat 1.
yeah, Akora, you're kind of just with Menta, just like kind of turning her shoulder to make sure she goes in the right direction, not into a wall.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't I skipping ahead?
Yeah, yeah, you were.
I'm just following her at a trot just to make sure that she's not running into things, or if she does, I laugh and then try and guide her elsewhere.
So
Minta
what are
tries
y'all?
to jump into the water.
Yeah.
So what are y'all 3 doing after talking to the worker named Jack, getting high? Well, one of y'all getting high, and now having some intel. What are y'all doing?
I'm just playing babysitter because I completely forgot everything that happened last session. I'm so
I think
sorry.
Minta's probably just mumbling to herself about the what is it called? The Highlands or
The
the
what?
hoppers?
Oh,
I can't remember what the. Sorry, let me hear. The high ends. She's mumbling about the high ends and the robberies, so she can remember it.
The high ends will high. Something about it.
Yeah, some of the high ends.
It's very fitting.
Huh?
That's what Mrs. doing. Yeah. You can't understand, nobody can.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what Mrs.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you're like so muffled. Sound like a sim.
My microphone was in my hair.
Oh no.
But it actually is shooting.
Yeah, you're high in the
was-
game, not high in real life.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but what are y'all doing? Where are y'all heading? What, y'all just gonna chill at the docks for a while until something happens?
I genuinely forgot what we were doing, so I don't know. DM, take the wheel.
We're getting intel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to start because the guy talked about the high ends. I'm gonna try to start like ushering them over there.
I'll
Okay.
probably be following Laurie then with
Yeah.
Minta. I'll pick Minta up if I have to.
Are you
Like
gonna-
I'll
a
carry you like a
piggyback?
princess. I'll carry you like a princess if you want, or a piggyback ride.
I want a piggyback ride.
Piggyback it is.
And then I'm actually trying to crawl up onto your shoulders the whole time, so it's really strenuous.
Huh.
Woo!
I'll say, Akora, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Oh no.
We'll see how difficult this is. Because Minter, you are pretty tall, and you have a lot of muscle on you. Plus,
I
a
do.
couple of weaponries on you, so...
Strength check. Oh! No!
So, Akora...
Akora's
Cheap
on the
lawn
ground.
chair.
So, Akara, you get ready, like, you brace yourself, you bend your knees, and you, like...
Everything buckles right under me, and she just goes face first into the ground.
You, like, try to pick her up, and you're like, okay, ready? 1, 2, and you start to stand up, and you're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. But Mintuck unknowingly, like, swings her foot and hits the back of your knee, and your knee just gives out. And you fall, and you just hit the ground.
Laurie is
It's like-
losing her mind laughing.
hysterically laughing on the ground.
I'm in pain.
Laurie drags us.
Yeah.
I like to think that Akora's not even not her. He just gives up.
Yeah, I gave up.
Okay,
I
so
think am I not the strongest person in the group right now? Oh, that's sad. I rolled an out one.
I believe you are.
You're stronger than me for sure. I don't know how strong Minta is.
I feel like I shouldn't even mention. Mine.
Mine's I have a +3 to strength.
Oh, I have a plus.
I have a
I have an
plus
8 plus
0.
4. So I have an 18.
Okay. So
I have a 19.
wait,
What?
0.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's not right. 16 plus 3.
No. Your modifier is a 3. Your strength is a 16.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Too much math.
That's all of the math. Okay, so y'all head over to the high
Following
end.
Laurie. She's
Follow-
the smart one right now.
Following Laurie, as Laurie just tries to usher, trying to lead y'all to the high end. Akora, by this point, you're kind of just dragging Minta along as she's going on one of the wildest drug trips. And I would let's go. Laurie, roll me a d6.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, as y'all head through the high end, before y'all can even enter the group, you see that there is it seems to be like a gated community. There's a big, fairly tall gate, like fence. And you follow the gate to go to the entrance, and you see 2 guards at the opening of this gate. And they look over at y'all 3, and you see one of them just kind of stares y'all up and down, but doesn't say anything to y'all as y'all continue walking in. And as y'all enter the high end, you are seeing these houses that y'all see, and a lot of these buildings are very, very well kept. You're seeing lots of them. Some of them are even like sparkling. Like some of the stone works is very, very detailed, very, very smooth. You're seeing the cobblestone walkway, like the streets are very, very well kept. There's no weeds, there's no like flowers or bugs or anything. It's like very, very trim, very, very proper. And you're seeing a bunch of people walking by, very well dressed, like very, very, very clean, very, very regal, and very, very y'all 3 are very, very noticeable in this crowd, and you are getting like kind of glanced at. Like all 3 of them are kind of just looking at y'all. Like a lot of them are looking at you, just like, what are these guys doing here? I don't know. Why did the guards let these people in? Like you're hearing like a lot of not so quiet whispers. And I will say, as y'all move along, Laurie, you are the first to notice this due to your high passive perception, but you're able to point out a very familiar halfling, as he seems to be talking to a very tall, robed man. And you see that they seem to be talking to each other, and you can kind of tell that the familiar halfling Hill is looking kind of nervous.
I'm gonna try to get like close enough where I can hear their conversation, but not be like out in the open.
Okay, then go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Did Abel pass without trace on all of us, or it was with just him and Maze?
It was just with them and Maze.
Yep. I am not stealthy.
Okay, so you try to sneak your way over to the two, and you see Hill turns his head and quickly notices you, and you see the look in his eye is a little bit fearful. But then the taller man starts to turn his head towards you, and you see Hill just looks back at both, like kind of looks back at both of y'all, and then he goes, Elena! Oh, there you are! And you see he runs up to you. Oh, Elena, it's so nice to. I'm so glad to have found you. This town is so freaking big. Isn't it, sweetie? And you see that the tall man wearing a dark green robe and wearing a wooden mask covering his face, and some simple leather armor that has green foliage covering bits and pieces of the leather armor. And you see two pointed ears coming out of the mask. And you see the figure kind of just looks at Hill, then looks at you, Laurie, and Hill looks back at the man and goes like, "Oh, obviously, where my manners? This is my lovely wife, Elena. Elena, say hi to my wonderful friend. Don't ask about his name; gets a little private. But I was just trying to find her. You understand, right, Elena?" You see, kind of like looking at you.
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Sorry.
You see the figure, the tall man, like standing like roughly about 7 feet 1 inches tall, just like looking at both of y'all, and you hear him like he leans down a little bit and looks at Hill, and you hear him go, "Does she know?" And you see Hell just like, "Oh, no. I don't want to trouble my wife with these kinds things. This is just business talk. She doesn't need to know about any of this." And you see the figure stands up straight and kind of tilts its head and points at Laurie, and then while looking at Hill, and goes, "Wife?" And like, yes, I just saw her a couple of months ago, and it's hard. It was hard to tie me down, but what are you gonna do? It was love. And you see the figure just kind of just looks at you, Laurie, just kind of studying you. Then looks back at Hill, and then you hear him go, "You have my info. I expect to be paid." And Hill just goes, yes, of course. And you see him pull out a small pouch, and you hear him like jingle it, and you can tell it's like some sounds like coinage, and hands it over to the man. And the man just slowly takes it and puts it in his pocket, and then nods his head, then turns around and starts slowly walking away. Like he's, it's very, very slow and very, very stiff. And you see Hill just goes, like, okay, you have a wonderful day. Have a safe trip back to the Feywild. I hope you don't hit your head or trip on something. Okay. You have a good day. And you see him keep smiling and keeps watching as the man just slowly turns the corner. And as soon as he turns the corner, Hill just goes, oh my god.
What was that about?
He turns to you and goes, oh, Larry. Oh, lovely Larry. Thank you so much for playing along. Oh my god. That was one of my contacts from the Fey Wild. He had some information to tell me. You see, kind of, as he's, you can see he's kind of getting nervous now, and just goes, you don't care about the Feywild anymore, so you wouldn't want to know.
Well, the way you're acting is making me think that I do want to know.
I mean, I don't think it's kind of a sensitive topic, sweet Larry. You see, he kind of just looks down, and then you hear him breathe in, just, okay. Larry, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm still trying to confirm this information with a few Pixies contacts in the Feywild. Your sister, she's been killed.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's only from what he has told me. Not much details being leaked out. I believe your family is trying to keep it under wraps, and so I'm still trying to confirm whether it's even true or not. But from what he's telling me, she's been murdered at y'all's estate. Like I said, I'm still trying to confirm everything on my end.
Baelish.
Are you talking about Ephraim?
Yes.
Huh. I mean, I always figured she'd do something stupid that would get her killed.
If you say so. I mean, are you okay? You see, he kind of just looks at you and just goes like, are you gonna be okay, or is everything alright?
Long before I even left the Feywild, Everett and I never got along. I think I'll be alright.
Okay, if you say so. Do you want me to follow up on the lead and see if it is true or not?
If you don't mind.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. I'll be your oh so charming guy on the inside.
Of course.
And you see he kind of gives a bow to you, then looks over and sees Akora just trying to steady Minta. And you see he kind of tilts his head and points over at Minta and looks at you, Larry, and goes, what's up with her?
She had a bit of fun. I'm trying to keep her steady.
Huh.
Hey, no, look at me. Look at me. Don't look over there. Look at me. Eyes focus. Come on.
But just waving her arms in the air. She's at a rave.
Yeah, Minta, during this time, as you're kind of just like looking around, seeing the air move around, seeing some like flowers fly by, you turn your attention over to Laurie and Hill, and with Laurie, you're still seeing like the the four pairs of yellow eyes just staring over at you. And when you turn the hill, you're seeing what looks to be three different figures, like three outlines of different figures, like mashed into one. Like they're standing in the same space. You see the outline of a small halfling, and you see the outline of what looks to be a satyr, and then you see a much taller outline of something else.
Something else. Whoa, man.
And
Rock on.
you see he'll just kind of tilts his head and goes, well, I hope she having a good trip from the looks of it. Well, I do hope she snaps out of it. What did she take?
I'm not sure exactly. Something someone offered us at the docks.
Y'all took drugs from a stranger.
Yes?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, Miss Laurie, if it's drugs that you wanted, I could have easily provide. Gosh, Laurie, I'm learning more and more interesting things about you. We should try some next time we're back at my place. And then he kind of looks over at you, Akora, and goes, I mean, you're welcome to join if you want. Never
Just looks away awkwardly.
never been with one of your kind. I wonder how it is. The fur must be lovely. It must be so soft and so smooth.
The car just slowly sinks away, like kind of uncomfortable.
So he kind of looks at you, Akora, and then looks back at Laurie, and you see him goes, oh, but Laurie, of course. Right now I am a one-person kind of guy, so, my bed's only for you for right now.
Of course.
Gives you a winning smile and goes, well, I'm gonna get going. I have some business I need to attend to back at home. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. By the way, what are y'all doing here?
Walking.
Very good, very good. You see, he kind of stands on his tiptoes and pats you on the cheek, going, very good, very good.
I ruffle with her.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, right. So what are y'all doing?
Not sure.
I guess we'll
just keep looking for information or something. I don't know. I'm sorry.
we should just start talking to strangers on the street. Hello. How are you?
See a lot of people just
Fine.
kind of just looks over and immediately keeps on walking. Keeps on walking.
Menta takes a deep breath.
I'm gonna
And,
immediately
like,
cover her face.
No,
I'm gonna grab her face and
She
just pull her into
slaps
the
it-
fluff.
I
Enjoy
also
the
slap her hands away. Don't touch me. I take a deep breath and steady myself, and I said, Minta, you've never seen this change come over her, and you really see her. She's like noble born. She knows how to be in this crowd.
Oh no.
She's also extremely high, so I don't know how well that's gonna go.
So, Akara,
we'll try.
Akara, so are you trying to
I was just trying to get her to calm down and be quiet. Just put her into my the fluff of my mane, so she just calms down.
And Minta, are you just?
I took a deep steadying breath and squared my shoulders.
Agora, go ahead and give me a strength check, and Menta, give me a strength saving throw.
Watch me roll another nat one. 17.
Alright.
Oh, amazing.
Agora, you're struggling to keep her contained. Like, you're struggling just bury her face in your mane, and you're just going, shh, it's okay, it's okay. Menta, you're fighting. Like, you're trying to speak out, but Agora, you're just able to keep her contained.
The limp.
I'm just gonna like hold her tight, and just like rock her back and forth. Like, shh, it's okay, and just give her like head pats. Get you some milk when we get back.
It is at this point that Lara, you're able to spot this as you see a raven flying through the air with looks to be a parchment in its mouth and begins descending towards y'all. And you're able to quickly make out that it is Poe. And you see the Poe kind of lands on Lara's shoulder and holds out the parchment. And Mace, what does the parchment says?
It's directions on where we went and to come help because we have a lead on the bow.
Oh. Well, it looks like the others may have found something.
Good. We can go that way.
Jesus.
There's a PS. I am a
There's a
chicken, and that's all it says.
Alright. And with that, yeah, I'm assuming y'all are heading over?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll go back to Maze and Abel. Are y'all two waiting for the group, or are y'all going in?
I think we should take a cautionary few bits in to kind of get the lay of the land, and then determine whether we should wait or not. Sneak in just a little bit, go see what we can find, and then comes out.
Okay. So y'all just scouting out the house?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
Going down
that's
just a
fine.
wee bit.
Okay. We'll still go off of y'all's previous stealth check. So I'll say make me. This would be. Yeah, I'll just say another perception check. All right. Abel, you're giving him once over and can't quite make out anything interesting per se in the house. A lot of the house is run down. There doesn't seem to be like there's broken chairs, there's broken tables. You see a lot of the shelves are kind of just like decayed. You don't see both of y'all don't see many peculiar things of interest. Maze, as you're looking through all the rubble and the wreckage of this house, you then spot what seems to be some footprints leading to a wall, and then just stops. And you look around and you're able to see a small slit in the wall.
A small slit in the wall.
Yeah.
Abel. There's a slit in the wall.
Are we thinking that this is how he went downstairs?
I'm guessing so. But to be clear, this slit, does it look like it's trying to be hidden? Or like it's obvious?
It does look like it's hidden, but you're able to catch it. And you see, it's like it's very. When I say small, I don't mean like a. I don't mean in like height. I mean in like width. So it's like very it's like very very narrow. It goes from the ceiling to the floor.
Hmm. But could this person I'm chasing in theory fit through there from what I saw of them?
No, it is way too small for
Oh.
that.
I don't think so. I think it's too small for them to get through. But I I don't trust it though. And how far have we come in? About?
From the door, I'll say you're mainly in the main, kind of like the main living room, like the front part of the house. And you see it's about, I would say from a door, about 15 feet.
Is there anything else on the wall besides that?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask next.
On the wall with the slit, no. There doesn't seem to be any paintings. There doesn't seem to be any thing like resting against the wall. It's just that thin slit that's on the wall, or in the wall, I should say.
Perhaps it is some sort of pressure plate or pressure sensor sort. If we really wanted to, I could give us each an arrow of teleportation if it can fit through. But if we are tired of waiting, trying to figure out how to get through, that is.
I think the issue is this person is crafty. This could be a trap to either go in there, or it could be a trap that's gonna go off when we try to go down the stairs normally. There could be something weird in this thing that tries to come out.
I'm not sure that it would be any weirder than the creature from yesterday.
That wasn't weird. That was something else. I think we proceed. And we look for, they went downstairs, they're going down. I can't possibly think that they got this. But let me try something. And I'll ritual cast detect magic, and as I've got my stuff, like look around more around the house, but don't do anything too crazy and be careful. I'm going to cast this and see if I can find anything.
I am able to do that.
Aha. Okay. Mage, you prepare the spell and begin ritually casting. It's going to take 10 minutes. Abel, for those 10 minutes, what are you going to be doing? Just keeping an eye out? Just look through the house, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep a watch on Maze as well, but yeah, also looking around the house for any other clues or anything like that.
Okay.
Any way that would clue us into the door, etc., etc.
Okay. Then I will say go ahead and make me an investigation check. Okay. So while Maze is setting up the ritual and begins concentrating, Abel, you keep your eyes out and begin looking around the house, just trying to keep track of it. And you see the house. It looked like it did have a hallway at one point, leading to like the back of the house, but you see that most of it is caved in. And looking more around, just trying to figure out how y'all can see if there's any kind of mechanism or whatnot. You do see another trail of footprints that seems to be going to the opposite side of where the slit was. And you do see that it seems to walk up to this shelf area that's on the wall, and you see that there is a book that's closed on the shelf.
Just a singular book?
Just a singular book.
Okay. I will definitely note that, and then I'll keep looking around.
Okay. Maze, as you finish casting the spell, and you're trying to see if there's any kind of magic around, you do spot that there appears to be a magical presence just below the wall. Like it looks like it's on, like there seems to be some magical presence on the floor, like underneath the wall where the slit is.
What school of magic is it?
That would be. Let me double check. Abjuration.
Oh boy.
I believe I may have found something while you were casting your spell, Maze.
And I think I found something here as well. What do you got?
I will take Maze around to the shelf and point out the set of footprints and the book. And say perhaps this is the mechanism of some sort of how they were able to get down.
Yeah, and I found beyond that wall, there's something magical. It's abjuration in nature, so it could be a barrier or something that kind of negates magic. I guess it could hurt me too. That's more common to be barriers. But it's just below the wall, not the wall itself, so I think it might be a trap of some kind. I might need your deft hands to see if it is a trap.
I can try my best.
And I can point out with that kind of where the presence is to make it more accurate for seeing if you can do anything. Disarm if it is an actual trap. Wait, let's figure out what it is. Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
Sam, you legit sound like Optimus Prime talking.
I thought he was a
underwater.
raven or a crow.
It's Optimus.
Thought my mic was broken.
That was.
Sound better now?
No.
No.
I'm
I
surprised
like
I
that.
said that.
That
like
is
this
deeply
one.
cursed.
Actually scared the shit out of me. I was not expecting that.
I don't think anybody was.
Oh, I see the issue. Yeah.
I think he said I see the issue. Hang on.
My bad, guys.
Oh,
What was that?
I accidentally clicked a program on the voice changer. My fault.
Oh god.
Ironically enough,
Yeah.
it was the demon one. Weird.
Oh, that's not foreboding.
Let me just put that
A dem-
away.
Demonic crow, maybe.
My fault. Where was I? Abel, I was asking if you were gonna locate like some traps.
Yeah, I would try that, but first I'll ask Maze. Maze, do you believe we should take a look at that book first,
Well,
or do you think it would be a part of this
my only worry is
abjuration
this
magic?
mechanism that I found was placed here and it's actually in that stairwell. Does it kind of line up with where the shelf is, to where it goes in the wall, where the shelf would? You know what I'm saying, Sam? Like how the path would intersect. Would it intersect with where this hole is,
Oh,
based on the layout of the house?
yes.
You've done it again.
Sam.
Why did you change it? I didn't even hit anything.
Yeah, that time it.
I'll
Sometimes
turn this
Discord messes up, and it does that.
I'll turn this shit off. God. Don't know why it's doing that. Alright, there. It's off. It shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Okay.
Goodness.
God, voice changer.
So
It's
funny.
supposed to be reliable. Anyways, yes, it is perpendicular from the other wall.
Okay, so I think maybe it might be a good idea to do this first, because I think it might be a trap in the stairwell. But
Okay.
who knows? You know, I could be wrong. But I think it's best that we figure that out now.
Best case scenario, we both look like birds.
Hopefully it wouldn't escalate anymore, so maybe.
Yeah, I will try and deactivate the trap. I guess in the form of like looking for it.
Okay. I'll say. Roll me a dexterity check.
Okay. Is it a save?
Just a check, not a save.
Okay. Okay. That's with my mod, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got it right.
Looking at the wall and just scanning over it, just looking through the slit in the wall. Can't really find any kind of traps that you can notice.
Mm-hmm.
Would he not get advantage of me helping him there? With finding out where everything is? Or with what I sense is?
Mainly pulling out the magical presence that's along the wall. Yeah, sure. I'll give it advantage. So roll again.
Okay.
I
Looks clean. Looks
Not
fine to
meant
you.
Definitely not meant to pass that check. I'll just kind of like shrug at Maze, like, I am not able to sense anything, Maze.
Okay, well. Can I try and like stick my fingers in between the crack? Would I be able to get my fingers through it? Is it like that thin of a slit? I wouldn't be able to. Or...
You can try to squeeze your finger through. I'll say.
At least just like tap on the wall. I'm trying to feel if the wall feels like a wall. Like my hand just passes through or anything. Essentially.
Okay. And you're tapping against the wall. You do notice that it does seem to be hollow.
And real quick, Sam, I just want to make sure. So pass without traces plus 10 bonus to dexterity, but is that just specifically for stealth checks?
Does it say dexterity parentheses though? I think that's how you determine that.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it suits stealth specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you do. As you're checking out the wall, you do notice that it is appears to be hollow.
Hmm. Interesting. It was hollow. Maybe we should open it up. I'll take. Like Abel, back up.
Okay.
Well, you're stronger than me, and I've already taken my trap today.
I will gladly stand in the way, Maze.
Yeah, maybe I'll be able to help from the side. I'm gonna back up. And let Abel wedge the crack open with like a dagger or something, or his axe.
Yeah, I've got a hand axe.
Okay. Abel, go ahead and I gotta remember I can do this now. Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
As you push in your dagger and you're trying to push the door
I'm gonna make
open.
Abel re-roll this one.
Oh, craftsmanship?
Yeah.
Good
I
luck.
swear.
Roll it again.
If you fuck it up again.
Okay.
I mean, it's better.
It's better. That's what my last one was.
As you push in your dagger and you begin pushing, you see the wall is slowly beginning to give. Like you see the slit is getting a little bit wider, and you're pushing with all your might. And I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
There we go. Wow, you are having a horrible time.
Yeah, not a great time.
As you're pushing it open, and you're pushing the slit more, the slit becomes wider and wider and wider, and you're starting to see the wall is like slowly shifting into the other wall. Like it seems to be going inside the wall to the left. It seems to be about 10 feet wide in length, and as you're pushing it more, you suddenly see a flash on a magical, what looks to be a magical glyph down below, and it seemed to just flash for a moment before going dark, and for a moment you're not sure what it is before. And Abel, you are now the. Let me just double check. Ah, yes. You now have the appearance of a human woman.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
Abel is now a human woman.
My goodness.
You push the you finish pushing the wall and you're panting. You just oh god, that was a lot harder than it looks. And you turn around, look at Maze, and Maze, you just see a human woman just now there wearing Abel's like armor and clothing and has his weaponry, but Abel just now a human woman.
Oh, wow.
It is by this
Yes.
point, I'll say, because I think it's funny, that the other three do join up. So,
Wow.
Laurie, Agar, and Menta, y'all walk in to see the site. On one side of the room, you see Maze covered in feathers and glue on their person. And on the opposite side, some human woman.
Minta just stands there with her mouth open.
What did you two do?
Where's Abel?
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's
What do you mean happened to me?
Why do you have tits?
that's what I was thinking.
Abel looks down.
Abel, you look down and you see your once proud draconic skin is now a smooth pinkish skin tone.
Congratulations, you gained flesh.
I feel naked.
Wow. I was really thinking it was going to be. What would it have done to me? Would I have just become a human with a feminine
Wait.
appearance?
Wait, Abel's the hot chick?
That's what I'm saying.
And you're a chicken!
Yeah, I'm a chicken.
What happened? Minta just sit down and start laughing.
Also, this one's high off her ass, so
Great. You know, this is why. Did you notice that we split up to serve purpose and have. You see the situation. It's comically bad.
Is this real
Anyway.
life?
or is it
Yes.
just fantasy?
Well, there we go.
We're gonna get caught in a landslide.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure my tits are covered.
Abel's being modest.
I think
Okay.
you're fine.
So, to catch you up, we're going to talk to the street urchins, people that are the unseen of the city, right? And we saw this figure dip into an alley, went down there, couldn't find them. Saw a kid coming out, didn't see us because we were hiding very well. And then I opened the box he had, because he's supposed to give it to us from some unknown figure. And it turned out they had a bomb in it that exploded and covered in this. I look like this now. And so does the kid that was going to give it to me. And then they shot an arrow with a catch me if you can thing on it. So naturally, we tried.
I'd just like to stand up and go over and put one hand over one of Maze's eyes and then whisper, "One-eyed, one flying purple people eater, one-eyed, one flying purple people eater."
What are you doing?
Maze. Or not Maze. Minta.
Yes?
No.
Roll me
Head-
a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Got your hands
Oh,
stuck
no.
in my fucking head.
Oh no.
So, Minta, during the whole entire time, as you take your hand away, Maze, you feel the glue and the feathers begin peeling off of your face, like around your eyes. And with one swift motion, Minta barely even tried, just pulls it off. It feels like your skin got ripped off for a moment.
What? Why would you do
Like
that?
I fully waxed one of your eyebrows off. I'm so sorry, Maze. I'm so sorry.
And Minta, as you remove this white sticky glue and feathers, you do notice Maze is no longer purple as well.
Oh, Maze! Look,
What?
Still
Look at
covered in glue and feathers, but
I will miss your purple skin forever. I will mourn the loss of it.
Okay. Well, that's about the only good news I've gotten today.
Should I try again? I could probably get all of the glue off.
Minta, no offense. I love you. Okay? You touch me again and try to rip them off, I will let Igris do whatever he wants.
Minta's reaching over for a feather. She stops. I stop. I put my hand down. I just shove my hand in my pocket.
I have already told Maze that I will not help her in the crimes, but that does not mean I will not watch them happen.
I'm with you on that one.
Abel's a real
So what are we
one.
doing here? What, Abel? Why are you a sexy lady?
I was getting there before you interrupted me to rip half of my face off.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
I would prefer not to be sexy, thank you.
You're late.
Sexy lady.
So I detected something magic in this hole in the wall, and we knew there was a stairwell that went down from a bookcase. Seemingly, we haven't opened it yet. But I thought that this might be a trap in the stairwell. Turns out that wasn't. It was a red herring. So we just fell for it again. I overthought it. So
Seems like something that you do.
yeah,
So are we just gonna are we gonna pull the book from the wall?
yeah, and you know what? You're going to go. You're going to go second. Just because I need. You're high. You'll just take a beating.
It's okay. I
If
can
we
rage
come back.
first.
I don't think you're even capable of being angry at the moment.
I can be the most cheerful, angry person.
What are y'all doing?
Why is it? I just thought about that. It's not really rage, but it could just be like extreme, like enthusiasm too.
It's extreme emotion.
Yeah.
I would like to I would like to enthusiasm.
There you go, mate. You got it eventually.
Yeah, I got.
Okay.
That. Last thing, Laurie,
What?
do you have prestidigitation?
Let me check.
What happened?
It can help clean stuff up like this, and Maze knows magic, so she knows where it can maybe be in the hand of, not in her hands right now. Maybe in the cleric.
I do not.
It just goes. Well, it's time for Maze, the chicken, to continue on. All right,
That's a
let's
very-
go.
At least it
Are
can be
you-
a
wait.
disguise.
Do you want me to
At
go
this-
first? I can rage. I
I
really can do it.
I know you can. I believe you. It's more about just making sure that whoever's in front, because it might be a small stairwell, is a bit more
Right.
perceptive.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I don't want to be at the ass end of a trap again.
I do not
Me and
mind
Abel.
going first.
Abel, you. Yeah. What if we want? I'm just not going first.
They already know that we are here, Maze.
This is why we should hurry.
I will go ahead and grab the book, Sam.
Oh, you're gonna grab the book?
Yeah, we're gonna try it.
Okay. You go over to the.
I'm gonna go into a rage, and I want to be right behind Abel.
Okay. You go on the opposite side of the wall. And by the way, I didn't mention this, and that's my fault. The wall that got pushed open by Abel, you do see a stairway leading down lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my fault. I apologize for that.
Okay.
So it wasn't fruitless.
So, Abel, you're still going to the book?
I mean, I guess so. I spurred the action, so why not?
Okay. You head over to the book, and you're very careful, because you don't know what could happen. And you slowly put your delicate pink fingers now on it, and pick it up.
I will. Is there anything on the cover of the book? Like any text?
It looks like it's just a leather covered book, no text on it.
Okay. Just seeing that the staircase is open now, I'm just gonna put it in my backpack and I'm gonna start heading down the stairs first, like I said I would.
Okay. As y'all head down the stairs, so the stairway is about 3 feet, not 3 feet, about 15 feet wide. So y'all can stand like shoulder to shoulder be like 3 people for a row. So with that in mind, what is the marching order? Abel said that he was going in front. Minta, you said that you were going to be right behind him.
Yep.
What about the rest of y'all?
I'll be in the back.
Oh, I'm definitely taking up the rear too.
I'll be in the center, I guess, then.
Okay, you can't. Agora, you can be right next to Menta if you want, or next to Abel if you want. Your call.
Whichever is the least inconvenient.
Okay.
I have no preference.
Yeah, no worries. So, as y'all head down the stairs and begin descending, Abel, you're quickly noticing that it's starting to get very, very dark, and it takes you a bit, and at one point you have to pull out a torch.
Okay.
So you pull out a torch to light up the stairway as you'll descend further and further and further and further down. And it leads to a cave that has lots of... It's a very small, smallish cave. Like, it's just been dug out. And you're seeing what looks to be black coloring crystals seem to be coming out of the walls.
Hmm.
And
I see.
the rest of y'all do follow behind, and y'all do come into the same small cave-ish room.
Beautiful. Wow. Wait, am I still high?
I'd say by now you're starting to come off of it.
Okay.
Less enthusiastic about that.
Yeah. This is nice.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I'll look around for some footprints or something while the rest are filing into the room.
Okay, I'll say make me a perception check.
Okay. Out. Knocking it out with these.
Taking a look around. Taking a look around, trying to spot, trying to find any footprints. You don't seem to find any kind of footprints in the ground. You're checking out the crystals that are kind of jetting out of the walls, and I will say you do notice that on the opposite side of this cave, like this kind of dug in cavern, you do see a wooden door.
Okay. I'll kind of nod at it, motioning everybody at it. If I'm thinking correctly, there's most likely another trap here.
Mm-mm.
I'm ready.
Uh-oh.
Well, that is all we can be. Hopefully y'all don't end up looking like me.
I'd make a beautiful chicken.
Alright, so y'all head to the door.
Make a scary chicken.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay. You head over to the door, and do you attempt to open it?
Let's see. Can I inspect it first before I do?
Trying.
I give it a better look now.
Just trying to check out the door.
Yeah, see if it's like magical or anything.
I'll say sure. Just go ahead and. Are you trying to find out if it's magical?
Yeah, like if I can sense a trap myself, or like a magical trap myself, or like if it looks like it's been rigged in any way, or
For that,
anything like that.
if you're looking for, there's a difference between a physical trap and a magical trap. Which one are you
Yes.
trying to look for?
Um, let's go with magical since everything else has been so far.
Okay, then for that, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, Abel.
Looks fine.
Having a
My
great
lord.
night.
Abel.
Looks fine.
Who'd you piss off?
Just a great night. Okay, well, I'll just say to everybody, okay, I am opening it now. And I'll open the door.
Slowly reach your hand, grab the door knob, and twist it. It's locked.
Hmm. Would anyone
about
happen to have a bit of tools to break this open?
I can beat the door down, maybe.
Can if you want.
How do we feel about it? Group?
I don't really know if we should knock it down,
I don't know.
but I don't think any of us possess enough to pick a lock.
Sam, I want to
I
knock
don't-
on the door first.
Okay. You go. You go
Just
over
to
to the
give
door.
it a shot.
And you knock on it. You dum, 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 dum. Minute goes by. Do you knock again?
Yep.
Knock on the door again. Dum, 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 dum. Another minute goes.
Housekeeping?
Another minute goes by. And as you're about to knock again, you hear a voice on the other side. Who is it?
Cora visibly jumps in fright because he wasn't expecting anything.
Oh shit! Someone actually answered. I didn't think that would work.
I learned the manners from you all.
Good job, April. I was kind of hoping you could tell us who you are, cause look, man, I just want to talk, and I've been blown up by various random trap bombs that have been planted in pursuit of that talk. I'm kind of tired. Please, can we just talk?
You hear him seem to talk to. It sounds like he's talking to somebody else. And then you hear him go, "You're not part of us! Go away!"
Well, I don't know who you are, so how could I even know if I sympathize with your struggle? How do you recruit?
Recruit?
I don't know. You said one of us. That usually implies a group, which implies recruiting.
You hear him begin talking once again. You want to join?
I don't know. You won't tell me who you are. But, that being said, we're new in town. But, I know someone who's got talent when I see it. And to fool me with those traps, I mean, you got to be pretty good. I think we could help each other.
I don't think. You hear him go quiet. Oh. Okay. Coming. And you hear what sounds like an unlock of the door. and you see what looks to be a human male standing before you, having what looks to be a scimitar on his hip and a light crossbow on his back, wearing some leather armor. And you see he opens the door and looks at you and just gives y'all a once over and goes, Y'all been granted permission to come inside, so come on in.
Okay, thank you. And you know what? See, maybe that should have been the first avenue. Anyway, thank you.
Well, just so y'all can
What's your name?
just so y'all can get a good visual of what's going on, this is what y'all see. As I move everybody over.
Hideout level 1. Oh dear. Okay.
You're at level 1?
No, this is Bandit Hideout level 1. I was like,
You see,
Oh, I see that.
You see the man just like, come on! And as he opens the door and goes into the main room, Mage, you now see that the room is fully lit. You're seeing torches on the wall, and you get rid of your torch, and you see that in this room there are 5 giant black stone statues leaning against the wall, and you see he doesn't even seem to mind them, and keeps on walking, and he goes over to a door and looks back at y'all and goes, "Boss said y'all have free range of the base. Don't abuse
oh. What are these statues?
it." Oh, I don't know.
Do I recognize any of them?
Make a history check.
Oh. Okay, apparently I can't type. That's brilliant. There it goes. Wow, great.
It's hard to tell looking at these black statues. A lot of them a lot of them are old. You can tell that, and you see a lot of them are in like different states of repair and like decay and whatnot. But yeah, statues are very, very old.
Okay. Well, can I speak with your boss?
No.
You said we have free reigns, but you said no?
No. Boss doesn't talk to anybody.
Is your boss a woman?
Why would you know?
That would be a yes then.
Okay. Because, look.
Look, yeah, she's looking for someone to hook up with. Who knows?
That's not why I'm here.
You see them.
She's literally been trying to find a lover the whole time we've been in town.
You see the man just kind of just looks at the group and just goes, well, I can kind of understand that.
May just gives him just nods or like just shrugs and shoulders. Look, you set eyes on someone, and you got my talents. You're gonna track him down. And let's be honest, your boss, there's no one else but one other person maybe that looks like her in the town. It's kind of easy to track.
Wait, you seen her face?
I think so. I mean, I don't.
Like, Cora's very stupid, but he's slowly putting 2 and 2 together because he has no idea what's going on right now.
I walk over to this guy, leaning close to him. I'm like, I whisper in his ear, "Blue."
No, I'm not sad.
No, like the color. Like
The
your
sky?
boss, blue. Have you ever seen your boss?
Yeah, but I don't know who she is.
The skin color? No. Okay. Got it. All right. Yes, I'm pretty sure I've seen your boss's face. We need to talk to her. It's important. You know how it is. We just told you. But I think there might be a little bit more than that. I mean, that's a side table for now.
Sidebar.
What's your name?
You don't need to know that.
Well, I don't need to know it. It just feels rude to not address you by name. If you don't want me to, that's fine. I'll just call you door guard number 1. Because you're the best door guard. I point at him.
You see the man it's just looking at you weirdly and just goes. And you see his eyes kind of glaze over for a moment before focusing in, and he goes, "Yeah, fine. Boss wants to see you anyways. Now, follow me."
Maze takes point now as a chicken. God, I can't use the stairway. It looks disabled.
Oh, there it is. Hello.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, I went back again.
Wait for the group.
Yeah, this is making me claustrophobic.
Where is everybody?
We went upstairs. There's like a hallway. If you go straight past the stairway, and it goes down, and then there's a sidebar, and it goes to the stairway. Nope, and April went back on accident, just like I did.
Linda's really slow, but she's coming. Which way do we go to the...
Okay, there's Minta.
I think Glori's coming.
Yep, sorry.
I saw her. I passed her on the stairwell.
It took me a little bit to do it.
It's so dark.
Oh no, I didn't want to.
I'm scared.
I'll hold your hand, Minta.
From way up there.
Okay.
I'm holding
reach over
Abel's
Mari's
hand,
head.
Aw.
rubbing my thumb across the top, like the top of his hand. Yeah, trying to seduce Lady Abel.
Sad.
See the
Minta,
man.
what are you doing?
Yeah, Abel just looks down. I smile.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You see the man just kind of looks back and just goes, "Oh, y'all weird. Come on."
First that one was high, now she's interested in the one that got turned into a chick.
Just being
Yeah.
flirty.
Your spells.
I like Abel. He's my friend.
And it begins. The door guard begins leading down the hallways and all the way to a steel door. And you hear him just knock on the door to boom, 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 boom. And you see him kind of just patiently wait. And the door slowly cracks open. And you see what looks to be a more heavily armored man dressed up. And you can see bits and pieces of his face. It looks to be a hobgoblin. And he looks in and then looks at the group and then looks at the door guard and you hear him the door guard goes boss wanted to see them. And you see him goes, we're in a meeting right now. And then you hear a feminine voice from inside go, "Let them in. They're here for me." And you see the hobgoblin kind of turns around and then goes, "Okay," and opens up the door, and you'll see 4 tables, and you're seeing a bunch of hobgoblins are kind of looming over tables, and you're seeing maps on the table, and you see them pointing out different directions, and you see a human male with a great axe over his shoulder, kind of looking at the group, just staring daggers at the group. And you're seeing,
I stare right back at him.
you see another figure, a feminine figure with leather armor, looks to be very well designed, and you see a golden bow on her back, and you see what looks to be a blank yellow wooden mask covering their face, and you see wearing a dark brown cloak and with her hood up, and she looks over at the group and kind of tilts her head and goes, "Well, what do I have the pleasure?"
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest. We're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on around here. And that's not coming from a point of trying to solve one way or the other, right? We're just trying to understand before we make a decision. And I'll be honest, you're at the center of it, I think. For better or worse. And I think we need to have a discussion. I don't want to fight or anything. That's not what we came here for. All the cards on the table.
Well, what's there to discuss? I know why all of you are here. Well, at least from what I can tell, 3 of you.
Okay. Good. So you understand.
I'll nod.
I
We can come out of this as friends, let's say.
I hope so, because
I'm frankly tired of killing people.
I like friends.
I also don't like, well, there's quite a few people I wouldn't mind killing, but that's besides the point. I have my doubts about the way that the situation is painted. So, paint it for me in the correct light.
So
Because
real quick,
I already trust you more.
that box was whatever it was. That was your handiwork. I'm talking to the lady with the bow. And I'm pointing at Maze, who's covered in chicken feathers.
Oh, yes. That was more or less my design. I had some people make those traps. It's good to know that they actually work.
Very well done.
Very, very funny.
Yeah, they got the
Quite
kid that was
amusing.
holding it too. Poor chap lost a finger.
It is what it is.
Wow.
Here, let me good. Boys, you to the side, and you see the goblins are kind of just looking at it. They have all the hobgoblins have just been staring at the group, and you see that they have their hands on their weapon, but they immediately look back at the woman, nod their heads, and they all scooch over to the side. Except the human male. He stands right by the woman's side and just remains there. And you see the feminine figure kind of just leans down on the table, like props her head up and looks at the group. And you hear her go, I do have to admit, your group is a lot more civil than the last ones that tried to come and get me.
Oh. Someone else tried to come get you? Like, of the same... with the same goal? Or just...
I don't think anybody else has the reason we were looking for her.
Let me just put it all out there, since y'all are still hiding some things from me. The creator sent you to come and take care of me, hasn't he?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not hiding it. I
He
just...
he told us to come find you, but we are not really inclined to
Well,
kill you.
In,
We don't want to.
in fairness, he did threaten you.
Yeah, he did threaten you.
Guys.
He did. But put plenty. He can kindly go fuck himself. He's caused us nothing but grief ever since we got a hold of our little companions.
And I still cannot shake what he said.
Hmm?
He said that he had not met me yet. When I referred to the first time we ever met him.
Oh,
Something's
yeah.
going on. And I can't shake that.
Do we
And
still
that
have
is
the-
why I have my doubts.
Do we have the telepathy still?
We do, but Mace, I think technically...
By now it would Larry would have to reactivate it.
Yeah, but Maze would say that out loud anyways. Just because trying to garner trust, so Maze wouldn't be trying to speak secretly or anything like that.
Okay.
Look, let me. Can we speak? At least me and you. I don't know what you call yourself.
For now, you can call me Adrea.
Okay, Andrea.
A lovely name.
In this room, is there anyone that knows your true identity?
The only other person that knows who I actually am would be my friend over here. And he points at the human male, who is still like locking eyes with you, Akora, since you didn't back down from his gaze. Like he is still staring at you.
I'm still staring back at him, even while I was talking to her.
Could we talk in private? And then you could. I was hoping you would say that because I wanted you to feel safe with extra muscle on your side too. I just don't want to. I want to put everything out on the table, and I don't want to compromise you any more than you want to be. For now.
Don't even put it for now.
Persuasion
Just
check.
don't compromise her.
Okay. You see, the woman kind of just, you can't quite see her face, and you can kind of get the sense that she's like looking over at you, like looking up and down, and just goes, "Fine, you aren't strong enough to really do much damage to me, anyways. So."
Ouch. That was uncalled for.
I mean, look at you. I'm gonna like poke her arm. Like, barely lift
It's
this.
not all about muscle, Akora. You
Boys,
love the furry, as you know.
boys,
Anyway,
leave
yeah.
us. And claps her hand, and you see all the hobgoblins and the guard.
Look, I've been having to deal with a stoned
leaves.
woman for like the past couple hours. I want to have a little bit more fun, okay?
Okay. Okay. Well, let's start. If you know we were the creator, you know I would see. There's no point in keeping the mask, right?
I'm just curious if you know who I'm truly am.
Oh god, I'm not making a name. Celia?
Was it Cordelia?
Cordelia. That's what it was. I'm like, well, Cordelia, I presume.
You hear give out a laugh just. Oh, right. And you see she reaches for a mask and takes it off and lowers her head as she takes off the mask before pulling down the hood. And you see the blue skinned tiefling that you saw back at the bar. And she kind of gives you a very flirty smile and just goes, right. Hello once again. I hope y'all are still hoping to pay back on my mother's inn.
Of course.
Yeah, I just to be clear, I want to air this out. I was just trying to gain your reaction to see if maybe you would jump to the defense of the so-called bandit gangs, which you know are the ones perpetrating. I was just trying to gauge because I had my suspicions from the start.
Mm.
I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh.
So, your mother may ask you about what I said, and you know what can I say?
No, please. Like I said, your group is not the first ones who try to track me down, so I could kind of tell that you were trying to get a rise out of me with your comments. So,
Is it the first group to try to attack you down on the premise of a date?
I just face palm.
Because
Sec-
that is in most of the premise, not most of it. It's kind of the subtext.
second group, if I remember correctly.
Wow. Well, it makes sense, I guess.
She is pretty, so I mean.
And clearly very smart and capable.
Yeah,
That's what really does it for me.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was a poor.
on to the serious
It was
topic.
a poor date. Didn't even make it to bed. Oh well. Anyways, as your friend says, we should get down to the serious topic.
Yes.
Do
So
you mind if I sit?
You see, she looks over at you and goes, by all means. And
Minta just is gonna take a seat here.
not even at the table, just straight up on the ground. Oh, there you go.
I'm just gonna put like my arms on the table, my elbows, and my arms, and put my head. I'm not face down, just like I'm looking at everybody, but my head's burnt out.
So the important talk. I guess we should start with tell us your perspective, your side of the story. What you're doing? Because it's just robbing merchants blind.
well, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm robbing mainly rich people because they're the only ones that have coinage on their person. No point in robbing the poor. They don't got anything to rob.
Okay, I see. Have you killed these people?
Which people?
I mean, like the people you robbed.
When the time calls for it.
Okay, so it isn't much different from the way it was painted. Are these merchants bad people?
Are they diabolical?
So let me get this straight. You're trying to narrow it down to see if I'm really a bad person that's just killing innocent people, right?
We've been given a vision entailing you just brazenly murdering people. We are uncertain if it's just the innocents or those observing it.
Okay. You're with the group that has a sense of morality in this world. Got it. Well, let me.
I'm gonna immediately just put my shield up on the table.
Let me be perfectly clear. Yes, I do kill some of the people. I have murdered innocent people to rob them blind and take all their valuables. Yes, there have been innocent people that I have slain, and there have been people that try to fight me, and I guess you can say it is accident self-defense. Hell, even this little gang that I took over, they were more or less just street thugs that didn't have any sense of organization or any sense of real true crimes or anything like that till I took it over. And now all of them listen to me. All of them are well armed. All of them are well connected throughout this whole entire town. And I'm basically in charge of this whole entire town thanks to my connection and thanks to this. And you see, she snaps her fingers, and the bow that was on her back just magically appears in her hand. And you can see the bow is very elegantly made. A smooth curvature, golden dragon scales going up the bow, and you see the string that ties the bow together. It looks like it's made of pure gold. And you see, she holds it up. Thanks to this, I'm able to do what I want in this town. Now, do we understand each other? I'm not what y'all call nice. I'm really robbing and killing people to loot them. So now that we got that cleared away, what exactly do y'all plan to do?
I don't know. Why?
It'd be a shame. It would be a shame to rob your mother of a daughter who's actually trying to do something.
Yeah. Why? Why would you? I mean, I get it. No, I don't. I don't get it. I don't
I
get
do.
what it means to be poor.
I also
I'm a
want
noble.
to know why.
I don't get it. But
Humor
that-
us with the story then.
Make me understand.
Make you understand. What's more to tell? My mother, I lived on the lowers for years upon years. No one ever looking at us. It's a typical cliche story. I gain power. I help my mom build that in. I help her establish that market. I help her make sure that she's in business. But even with all of our efforts, the high ends, the people here, they don't care two shits about people from the lowers. No. Most of my men here are from the lowers. They can only turn to crime to actually make ends meet. Hell, this is where I found my friend here as well. And he pats on the human male's shoulder and looks back at y'all. So if y'all want to find out some convoluted scheme or true identity or ideals with me, trying to find a complex reasoning why I do the things I do. It's because I am here in this unfair world trying to make my situation right.
As she finishes talking, Akora's gonna stand up and leave his shield on the table, and she's gonna walk over to her. And he's just gonna extend his arm out to her. It's like, Akora, Glenn, Embrai. I think we both have a similar background. I'm not here to hurt you at this point. Perhaps there are things we could figure something out.
I'll say make me a. I'll ask you. Is this legit or not?
This is legit.
Okay, then make me a persuasion check.
I hope I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna roll too great. Please don't suck.
17.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I was here guessing. 17. Wow.
Damn.
You see the woman kind of just looks you up and down and looks at your hand, and still having the bow at her side, just slowly reaches for your hand and grasps it and shakes it and goes, well, you know what they say, birds of a feather and all that.
I'll just give her a firm shake and then let her go. I understand entirely how it is to start from have nothing and work your way through. Especially harder when you're one of me. And this is basic entirely too.
Well, now that we got all the niceties out of the way, what are y'all gonna do about me now?
Maze is kind of getting pissed. Visibly. Shaking. Kind of turns. Pretty serious look on their face. Walks up and says, "You want to talk about being born into an unfair world and doing whatever it takes to survive? You don't even know the gist of unfair. Being poor is not unfair. Being born with a clock that says you're going to die before you even know what it's like to live, that is unfair. That is what happened to someone that means something to me. And you know what I could have done? I could have used my magical powers to rip time asunder just to find a moment, a mere moment where I could see her again. And I didn't. I trudge on to learn and understand the world, to change it for the better, just like you could. You have a mother that cares about you more than anything. My parents just want me to be this pompous politician to run my family's clan. And you have a chance to do something. I've seen the way you talk to people, the way people look at you. You could do something great, and yet you choose to use this. This is nothing to be remembered by. This is what mothers cry themselves to sleep when they remember that their kid got themselves killed in the fucking streets. It's not... That's not unfair for the world that you're born in. That's unfair for the world you leave your mother to live in without you. And I turn around and walk out the door.
You see the woman just kind of just stares at Maze as she walks out the door, and doesn't look like she's really fazed by it, and turns to look at you, Cora, and goes, "So, still no harm?"
I have no intention of harming you.
We will see. If I have to make a guess, she has a red one, doesn't she?
Yes. Is yours a golden one?
Interesting. Well, it fits her rather well. And judging by your shield, you have a red one as well.
I have hers brother.
Oh, small world. There's a third one among you, although I can't quite tell who it is.
It's me.
Looks over at you, and then goes, "And what item do you have?"
I'd rather not say.
Oh, well, I showed you mine, so why can't you show me yours?
But mine's like a bit personal.
How personal?
It's a nipple ring.
That's what I was gonna say. It's Minta touches her breast. It's and just like gives it a little pat. It's a body adornment.
Akara just face palms.
Roll me a deception check with disadvantage.
Nothing's happening. I'm trying. It's not letting me.
Trying to be
choose
diplomatic
that.
and everyone's just being mad.
Oh, there we are.
You see the woman that gives you a look up and down, then turns to you, Cora, and goes, I can't tell out of the two of the other two.
I'm just shaking my head. Trying to come here and make peace, you're getting yelled at, you're getting this. Is that's up for whoever, that's up for the owner to speak up if they wish to.
Oh.
You see, she kind of looks over at you, Abel. Kind of looks you up and down, and goes, I don't think a human can take on that item. Never seen one.
Speaking of, can you fix that enchantment that happened on him?
Oh! He's the one that opened the door, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh! Well, sorry, I can't fix the enchant. Can't fix the spell. I just designed it. I didn't make it. But
Oh no.
they should go back to normal in like an hour or so. As far as I remember. Well, we can do this. Actually, I don't even know how we can do this. I have one person who said that they mean no harm. I got another person who judged me and yelled at me for making poor decisions. And I got one person who lied to me about having one of these items.
She just thinks you're hot.
Minta, it just looks very sheepish.
Well, I know I am attractive, please. But I'm just trying to understand, where does that put us? What do y'all plan to do about me? Are y'all gonna go back to the creator and say y'all couldn't touch me, or y'all your sense of morality and understanding didn't want to harm me in any sort of way, or are y'all trying to defy the creator? Because that's what it's sounding like.
What if we are? Are you gonna tattle on us?
No, please. The creator and I had a disagreement so long ago.
That would explain why he wants you dead.
The creator wants a lot of things, but as your elven chicken friend said, life isn't fair in one way or another.
One person's misgivings is not always right reason for someone else's to have to take other drastic measures. It's unfair to everybody in turn. Her sorrows do not outweigh yours, nor does... I'm not too pleased with her outbursts.
It's comparing two unfair situations. So
Indeed.
I can understand where she's coming from. But either way, I have my reasons to do what I'm doing. Just like I'm sure she has her reason to do what she's doing. But
But the killing of innocent people, though, is just so disturbing.
Couldn't there be other ways for you to go about making a greater fortune than hurting the innocent folk? Rich people I could totally understand, like, take all their pockets you want, rob them blind. I have no real love for that, nor the folk that tend to oust my kin. You know, no one ever sees a lean in around here. Make a point to say that.
Look, I understand that morality is a bitch, and I can understand the whole good and evil spiel. And I can't make any promises saying that I won't kill again. If the situation calls for me to put them down, I will put them down and take all their worth. I'm just here to get the other item that I'm sure the creator has mentioned. And once I
Yes.
get that item, I'm gonna be gone.
Why
But
don't you
you
come with us?
don't have to leave a wave of destruction in your path.
Yeah, or that.
Oh, but it's so easy and fun and to do. This whole town can burn for all I care.
What did they do to deserve to burn?
Well, a simple thing. The lowers have been left in the dust of all these other noble families of families of families coming into our town, buying up the high end, making sure that the lowers stay the lowers, stays the slums, and even making sure that the mayor doesn't do shit about the situation.
Haven't you ever tried to? I'm assuming you have, but you ever thought about making an assault on the greater folks? You know, those higher ups, instead of just innocent randoms that don't really have much on them.
The higher ups. The higher ups is all the way to the royal court. So I don't have enough strength or power to take on the king's army themselves.
Fair enough. I'm more worried about what would happen if they found out who you are. I'm not. No, that's like a threat. Not what I mean. Is if your identity was ever known, your mother would be in extreme danger. Now I'm putting my claws and crossing my heart, saying I will not be the one to absolve your identity because that's not my place.
Oh, I'm sure I can take your word for it. And you see, she looks over at the rest of the group, and then at the door, and then finally looks back at you. But you know what? You know, promises, and we won't know till your group may leave, your group may get killed, your group may establish an alliance between my gang and whatever y'all are a part of. Simply your choice. But I'll tell you what.
I'm listening.
How about this? The dragon wielders, me, you, your hot-tempered friend, and whoever else has the item, we commune. It's the ultimate form of trust, I guess you can say, between dragon wielders, where air out our grievances and come to understanding, and whatever decisions we get to, we can settle it there. How about it?
What does that mean?
I mean, she wants us to be able to converse, and we are all open, instead of just hiding behind walls of emotion. We had to go get Mace.
So, Cora, you lead to go grab Mace?
I'm gonna go grab Mace, and I'm gonna tell her basically what isn't happening.
Okay. Let me ask Mace. Mace, after you left the room, where did you go? What did you do?
She would have kind of went straight down the hallway up against the wall. Kneeled down. Probably would be fiddling with her locket.
Poor thing.
So, of course, you come out and go down the hallway. You find Maze just kind of sitting there, filling with a locket of some kind.
The other wielder wishes for us to commune. There is hope we get her to change.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's always worth trying. That's the only reason I'm trying. I'm gonna hold out my hand to Maze. You got friends here, don't worry.
Yeah. We have to try, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab your hand and stand up. Go back with you.
And we'll walk in there together.
As you enter the room, Cornelia looks over and looks at you, Maze. It's just kind of a stare down between you two. And she just kind of gives a slight nod before looking at the rest of the group and goes, "Well, are we going to do this or no?"
It will be best.
Yeah, I'm here to do it.
And the third person?
Trying not to out her, but she's just not answering.
She's not answering on purpose.
I think we need to be at 100% this and not at all.
We have a
I don't
chance.
like it either.
We have a chance to figure things out, whether just in general. Let us commune, so we can all know what's what.
She definitely doesn't sound like she's willing to be a good person.
Yeah, but this is something else, so maybe this will, at the very least, give us information about the whatever her item has got going on.
Alright, it's me.
What a reveal. Cornelia looks over at you, Lion tilts her head, and goes, interesting.
I will warn you. Steve is a little different.
Akara just has the most nervous laugh possible. It's like, I don't want to see that thing again.
Interesting. Huh? Let us commune. And you see she turns over to the human male and touches his shoulder and leans in, and you hear her whispering something in his ear, and leans back and pats him on the back and goes, "Keep watch of the other two for me." And you see the human man nods his head and kind of takes a step back. And you see Cornelia sets the golden bow on the table and looks over at the three dragon wielders and kind of motions for y'all to come to the table and goes, "I assume, judging by your situations, y'all haven't done this before."
No.
I think it was the one time, but that was for the creator. He kind of forced it on us.
Yeah, the creator has a tendency of doing that. Alright, well, you're going to have to unleash your item to its maximum potential. Well, at whatever stage you three are at. So, like this. And you see her hold up the golden bow, and kind of squeeze it. You can see she squeezes the bow, and you see on her arm, it looks like a golden leather bracer that magically forms on her arm, and you see what seems to be draconic engravings into the etching or into the leather brace, and you see what looks to be a sewn in dragon head, kind of pointing to her hand, and you can also see her eyes have now shown gold, and she looks over at the group and goes, "Well, what about you?"
I'll attempt to do the same thing that she's done with my shield.
Okay.
I don't even know how far along my guy's gotten.
You grab your shield and begin focusing in, and you then notice something that you didn't quite notice it before, but now that you're more focusing in on it, you knew that the last time you talked to Valerian, it was tense. And you know that he wasn't speaking to you at the moment. But as you focus in on the dragon item, it feels like a connection has once again been reestablished. And you then hear Valerian's voice comes rushing into your head and goes, "God damn it, Akora! What the fuck happened?"
A lot of things.
Where the fuck were you? I was trapped here. And you
What do you mean you were trapped?
Look! And you hear a snap of fingers, and you see your vision kind of goes like murky for a moment, and you see Valerian, his draconic form, like his dragon form, seems to be chained up and pinned to the ground in his realm.
How the fuck did that happen?
And he was like, "I don't fucking know. Get these fucking chains off of me!"
Oh my god. Okay. I'll figure out how to do that then. Jesus Christ.
As you kind of try to
I thought you were just having a pissy fit at me. They were actually stuck.
I was at first until the connection that wasn't supposed to be broken got severed. I was just a useless shield for however long until you finally decided to reestablish a connection.
So sorry. You can yell at me later. We found something.
Like, no shit, where the fuck are we? And as you focus in, you can see he's starting to slowly break open the chains and fully extends his body and kind of shakes himself. And you see you can kind of sense that he's focusing in and goes, "What the fuck? Where are we?"
A new town, and we have found potentially a new ally.
Interesting.
We are about to commune. I'm so sorry it took me this long to realize that you were in that dire of straits.
If you think I'm pissy, I wonder if May's reestablished her connection with Igris.
Oh no.
Either
Oh
way,
no.
we need.
He's gonna be pissed.
You said we need to commune. You're not at that stage yet. Who are we communing with?
Somebody that wields a golden bow.
A golden bow? Who's a goody two-shoe then?
She's not.
Sorry.
There's a sense of irony in all of this.
The fuck? Okay, we're gonna need some. I might need some boosts from Igris to even attempt this. So, is Igris joining?
Yes, he should be.
Okay.
I'm assuming that I can break from that contract and like look at Maze, talk to Maze at some point too.
Maze would be trying to do it too, technically. So
at that same time, while that conversation's going, Maze, you focus in on your ring, and you once again feel a connection being reestablished, and you hear, you suddenly feel like your rage that was already pretty high begins to just skyrocket. Just hits us. It like goes from like 90%. Now it goes to like 250% as you feel Egress's rage had just taken over, and your ring immediately shoots up to your gauntlet form and begins digging into your skin. Like it seems to be just merging into your skin. And you take... Oops, not that one. Well, not from the Berserker, but 5 points fire damage against you. And
so would that be 3 then? Because I do have innate resistance to it.
weirdly enough, no.
Oh boy. Ouchies.
And as you take the damage, you then hear in a very low growl, you just hear Maze.
Yes. Egress.
I can...
You seem upset.
Oh. Upset is a very, very light term. But
Good.
I can already tell that from the briefest connection that we have already established, you're pretty upset as well. And I can tell it wasn't my influence. So, I don't see the point in both of us being upset when us just yelling at each other at this point is gonna get us nowhere. So, we will talk about this later. For now, where the fuck are we?
Did I just get outmatured by Egress? Of all people.
Potentially.
Well, I will say that your response it means a lot to me. It does. I'm not good right now, Egress. But I don't quite know where we are or where we were trying to go. I guess our connection got severed. We met something that I don't even think you'd want to fight. Not even in your heyday. That thing, it defied all the natural order of the world and then some. It's long forgotten ancient deity thing. You know how I worship the Raven Queen. She told me to run from it, and it influenced our connection. So that is what put you in the situation. It did the same to your brother with Agora as well. I'm going to assume the same thing with Laurie and Steve.
I forgot.
I'm sorry. No, that's probably not a good time. We're communing with someone with an item. Golden bow of some kind.
A golden bow. So a golden dragon. Great. Get to hear about all their lawful nature BS.
No. Egress. She's killing people and robbing them blind. Innocent people. Usually kills the town burns. So something is different. So be on your guard.
I'm surprised the goody two-shoe golden dragon would have allowed that.
Look, Egress, I don't know if you know this, but your color of dragon is usually associated with doing bad things, and you've kind of become a decent guy. You know?
No,
So it doesn't always mean what you think it means, you know?
I just adapt to my wielder. But still, golden dragons usually despise evil deeds.
Well, we're going to find out what's going on. Just be on your guard. Don't fight with Steve, because we need to be extra careful.
Great, the abomination's coming.
Steve.
Steve is coming. Fine.
Okay.
Whatever. Oh,
You just got to help me do this whole commune thing.
you're
Preferably without burning me again.
you're at that stage, so it should be simple. I don't know about my younger brother's wielder, but we
We
can.
may have to help him.
I can do my best. Fine. And with that, the gauntlet form of Igris kind of retracts a little bit to get out of your skin and begin stabilizing. And to Cornelia's eyes, she kind of just stares at the both of y'all and kind of just looks at y'all, kind of confused, and then looks up at Laurie. And Laurie, as you focus in on your orb, once smooth and clear, begins forming a small dragon skull that appears on the top of the orb, and you hear your dragon's three-layered voice once again goes, "Laurie, are we really gonna commune with her?"
Shouldn't.
Interesting. Give me one moment. What's up?
Got a stinky uniform in here, do you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Hear him go. I don't know what it is, but her dragon seems. I don't know. What's the word for it? Dull. Muted. I don't know. I don't like this. Wow, I don't like this. That's new.
Oof.
I can't say I particularly like it. It's like some.
You are cutting out a little bit, Laurie.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Repeat one more time.
I don't particularly like.
Again.
God damn it. Okay. Hold on.
You don't like this.
That's what we got.
Yeah.
You don't like this. Got it. And here, a draconic voice goes, "Fine. I'll do my best, Laurie." And finishing the connection, you see Cornelia looks at the three of you and goes, "Okay. Now you established this. Focus on each other, and then focus on me." As you all close your eyes and begin trying to establish connection and focus on the other two. Akora, it's a bit difficult for you and Valerian, as you're feeling Valerian's just trying his best to push out, but you just don't sense your energy seems to be going anywhere. But it isn't until you feel a warm sensation take over your body, and it feels like someone grasps onto you and Valerian and pulls you forward as you appear. You see your vision go dark, and you appear once again in the orange colored forest, and you see Valerian standing behind you in his draconic form, and you see he's a little bit weaker, like a little bit thinner. And you see he kind of has it looks like he has bags under his eyes, like dark circles, and he just lets out a pant and just lets out a slow breath and just goes, "God, I'm not gonna hear the end of this from Igris." And then
It is my own fault.
you then see the familiar glass wall seem to appear in front, and you hear Valerian goes, "Here we go again." And both head to the glass wall, And you see on the other side what looks to be Maze's or Egris's realm. And Maze, your vision goes dark, and you appear in the cave once again. And you see Igris in his draconic form, and it seems like most of his body has been chained down. Like there's these black misty chains that seem to be like pegged down to the stone ground, like pinning his whole entire body to the ground. And you see as you kind of materialize in this realm, you see he begins like struggling, and one by one the chains snap, and he breaks out of the chains, and you hear him, and you see him just kind of closes his eyes, and you hear him breathe in and breathe out, just a smooth column of fire, like letting out just. He
All right.
Yeah, he looks down at you, Maze, and then looks over, and you see the familiar glass wall, and you see Ygritte just goes, "Let's get this over with," and begins walking with you as you head to the glass wall. And you see Akora and his dragon on the other side, and then both of y'all feel this cold sensation like take over your body, and you see beyond the glass wall. It looks to be a third realm has materialized, has appeared. You see that beyond this, you see Laurie's realm. Laurie, as you focus in, you're once again in the familiar black tar, not really encumbering you by any means, like not really restricting you. You're able to float and swim as you please, and you see the familiar serpent-like dragon kind of just swimming through the black tar behind you, and kind wraps around you, just shrinks a little bit to matches your size, and looks at you, Laurie, and goes, "Well, it will be interesting to see the other dragons once again."
Yes, it will.
And we got a new one, so let's hope for the best. And you see the familiar glass wall seems to appear in the middle of the black tar ocean. And y'all go in, and Maze and Corey, y'all see Laurie and her serpent like dragon kind of appear on the glass wall. And y'all can see each other. Y'all see each other, and you'll kind of give an acknowledgement to each other. And then y'all feel another warm sensation take hold, and you see another realm appear in the glass wall, and you see that the realm it looks like it's painted gold. You're seeing mountains of what looks to be gold coins, polished gold statue, and you see Cornelia seems to have just emerged from a huge mountain of gold pieces, and you see she just strides up to the glass wall, and you see she looks back and holds out her hand, and you see what looks to be a gold chain appears in her hand, and the chain leads over to another mountain of gold, and you see she violently yanks it forward, and you see what looks to be a giant like a huge colossal size golden dragon just get yanked out of the gold out of the mountain of gold coins, and just pins to the ground, like you're seeing what looks to be a golden collar around its neck and a muzzle on its snout, and you see that there are multiple chains and like harnesses on this giant golden dragon, and you see the golden dragon try to slowly raise its head, but you see Cornelia yanks the head down as you see the golden dragon just falls to the ground and kind of shakes the ground. That even shakes in y'all's realm, and you see Cornelia kind of just gives a smile to the golden dragon, and looks back at the three of y'all, and goes, "So, let us commune." And that's where we're gonna call it for tonight.
What the fuck, Sam?
What?
50 Shades of Dragon.
Oh my god, so she has him in prison. That would explain why that would explain a lot.